Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane. Living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Lies telling you, don't waste it on me. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, hate is face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. Tonight we're with the Pelican Snowball Superspeedway Series, and we're getting ready for the playoffs. Take a look at the points. Will Witt, top of the board. Here are your playoff drivers. Will Witt, Colin Willems, Todd Mays, Logan Hagerman. Josh Hall gets that win last week, puts himself in there. Eddie Morris, Derek Chaput, Steve Loving, James Kunkel, Kyle Mays, Zach McBride, and Keith Miller. Those are your 12 fighting for a playoff spot. We're almost to the qualifying period. We've got 22 seconds left here in practice. Devin Vicino, top of the board. Nick Mather, second. Logan Hagerman in third. Josh Hall, fourth quickest. Dean Qualley out there in the number 99, fifth quickest. We get ready to go qualifying. We'll see who's going to be the first out on track to try and get their fast time in. Josh Hall, number 81, first out on track. Zach McBride in the 46, he starts to roll out there. These guys running paint schemes of their favorite driver. Zach McBride and Jeff Gordon inspired car. Josh Hall, Rusty Wallace inspired. Got several years of Rusty Wallace on that car. Here's Keith Miller in the number 30. Dale Earnhardt Wrangler scheme. Another Dale Earnhardt scheme, number 65, Tony Brennan. That's the scheme that Earnhardt run in his last All-Star race. Tyler Lugo Vickery, number 29. He's coming out on track. Devin Vicino out there. He was fastest in practice. Kyle Mays, the number 55. Cody Moore out there, number 52 car. See where all these guys end up qualifying tonight. Zach McBride currently quickest with a 48 flat. TJ Floyd in the 49 out on track as well. Now Miller takes the top spot. Pacino comes around third quickest for the number 68. Josh Hall fourth. Everyone's very close together. Logan Hagerman, he gets his first lap, coming around for his second. Kyle Mays now top of the board. These guys all very close on speed. Everyone within a tenth. Eddie Morris in the 8th. 6th spot right now, trying to get a little faster on a second lap. James Kunkel in the 48 on his first lap. There's another Dale Earnhardt inspired car with the kind of a Jimmy Johnson style number 48 number. Very cool looking ride. Hagerman to 5th quickest. Cody Moore, first driver under 48 seconds with a 47.99. Floyd 10th quickest on his second lap. Now James Kunkel sets the fast time of 47.89, a 10th quicker than Cody Moore. You see that right up on the top of the windshield, these playoff drivers do have a playoff banner. A hot pink playoffs. That way you can recognize who's in and who's out. There's Derek Regal in the number 86. It's like an old Ken Schrader car. Colin Williams, number 17, DeWalt. He's still getting up to speed. Point leader Will Witt, the number 35. Won multiple Superspeedway races this year. See if he can get another one here today. Steve Loving will move up to 4th quickest. Will Witt so smooth right around that bottom line. Off turn 4, let's see where Will Witt qualifies. Down onto the apron. And he'll only move up to 14th quickest. Colin Willems across the line now. He's moved up to 4th quickest for Colin Willems. Nick Mather was second fastest in practice. Mather across the line. Moves up to 7th quickest for Nick Mather. He's going to try and get it done here tonight at Daytona. Sylvan Seguin now out on track. Very cool looking Dale Earnhardt inspired Chevrolet in the number 66. Mark Shavers in the 15. He pulls out onto the track to try and get his first lap going. Silva Seguin with a great qualifying lap, 4th quickest for the 66. Shaver's still getting up to speed. This is probably going to be the only lap he'll get, though. We are running out of time. Yeah, he may not even make it to the line on this lap as we are out of time, and he won't. No qualifying lap for Mark Shavers. He'll end up in the back of the field, so we're going to go to the grid. James Kunkel going to be your pole award winner today. Let some of these guys get down on the grid, everyone. Getting their cars to the end of pit lane. So today's pole winner is going to be the number 48 of James Kunkel. He's going to be leading us off into turn number 1. Qualifying second spot, the 52 of Cody Moore. Rolling off third, Todd Mays in the 25. Silva Seguin, a great qualifying effort in the 66, starts 4th. Colin Willems in the 17, 5th spot. Kyle Mays in the 55, going to start 6th. Steve Loving, going to roll off from the 7th position. 8th spot is Nick Mather. 9th is Keith Miller. 10th is Zach McBride. 11th is Eddie Morris. 12th is Tony Brennan. 13th, Derek Regal. 14th, Logan Hagerman. 15th is Devin Bacino. 16th is Josh Hall. 17th is William Walter Witt, the 5th. TJ Floyd starting 18th. 19th, Cameron Austin. Top 20 gets rounded out with Tyler Lugo Vickery. Dean Qualley in the 99 starting 21st spot. And we've got Mark Shavers in the 15 and Brad Mashburn rounding out the field. Pace car now pulling out onto the track. Everyone getting ready to go green here. 50 laps in this one. This is the first of 5 playoff races for Pelican Snoballs Superspeedway Series. It's sure to be a wild one. Let's see if everyone chooses to get in a straight line. These cup cars, kind of hard to get the outside to running, even with the inside line. So we'll see if some of these guys are able to stay out on that outside line and try and move their momentum around, or if these guys are going to choose to just drop to the bottom and get single file. green flag. James Kunkel will lead us off. That outside lane already losing momentum. Cody Moore with no help. Inside line, 5 strong. Just so much momentum down on the inside. The 52 of Cody Moore drops already back to 7. There goes one around. That's the 65. He'll spin down to the inside. Not going to cause a caution. If we can get a better look at what happened. Looks like we may have some more jostling for position there. Nick Mather in the middle lane, 65. Comes down a little bit, and we do have a caution on the track, 65 around. Let's see what caused the caution. And the 66 gets up into the outside wall and comes right down into the side of the 86. It's Derek Regal in the 86. Oh, Nick Mather and Josh Hall also involved. Heavy damage to those 4 race cars. Nick Mather gets it again there from the 66. Well, a few guys trying their best to avoid it. There's Will Witt, the 35, our point leader. He is able to make it through unscathed. But had to drive through the grass. Everybody getting caught back up to the pace car. We'll see if anybody comes in to top off with fuel. Only 3 laps in. Here's some of these guys already shutting the car off, trying to save. Got a few takers now in the pit lane. Eddie Morris, the first one. A few more follow behind him. Some damaged race cars. Guys just topping off with fuel. Try and make it a little further through this run. Yeah, these guys clutching it. Trying to save as much as they can. Colin Williams with the car completely off, so fuel already becoming a factor here early in the race. James Kunkel been out front for all of it so far. We've seen the outside lane with having issues getting up to speed. Cody Moore dropped all the way back to 7th. So he'll be on the inside lane now. We'll see if he is able to pull forward. Everyone getting double foul. We're going to go green this time around. These guys topping off again. Did quali one of them in the 99. Getting a little extra fuel in that ride. If it goes green, expect him to try to stretch it. Todd Mays now up to 2nd. Let's see who's got the good restart. James Kunkel will take off. We are green again here at Daytona. That outside lane just dissolves almost immediately. Mays is able to get down into 3rd. Everyone pretty much getting down into a single file line. James Kunkel out front, Colin Willems in 2nd. Cody Moore takes a look, but nobody's going to go with him. Now he's going to get freight trained on the bottom. Couple guys step out there to try and help Cody Moore. But just no momentum. He's going to move to the bottom now. Cody Moore drops back to 11th spot. They're everyone basically in a single file line. Cody Moore once again tries to go the outside lane. No one going with him. He'll drop back even further now. 13th for Cody Moore. TJ Floyd up to 11th. Trying to work his way up into contention. Eddie Moore's trying the outside line now, but these guys just have no momentum. They're going to lose the draft if they don't work back down to the bottom line. Shavers all the way against the outside wall. Cameron Austin's gained 12 positions in the 7th spot right now. Working his way up through the field. At number 77, Dylan Hart Jr. inspired. Diet Mountain Dew car. Brad Mashburn has lost the draft. He's in 20th. The top pack includes 19 cars. Josh Hall, the last car in the front pack. Brad Mashburn, Derek Regal in the 86, Tony Brennan all have dropped off the draft. Tony Brennan about to go a lap down, actually, as our leader's right behind him. Everyone staying single file. The top two actually putting a little bit of a distance on third position. You still got a few guys back there trying to work the outside line. TJ Floyd hops up there for a second. They'll take him 3 wide. Just no momentum in the outside line. They need more cars to get up there to help push. Will Witt's at the back of this group in 17th, trying to not drop off the draft, but he's looking a little bit slow. He and Josh Hall dropping off the back of the pack. Both of these guys are playoff drivers. They're trying to maintain the distance to stay in the draft. Take a look at our playoff drivers. We've got Colin Willems in 2nd spot. Todd Mays right behind him. He's a playoff driver. James Kunkel, our leader, also a playoff driver. So top 3 are all playoff drivers. Top 4, actually. Steve Loving, a playoff driver as well. Zach McBride in 5th. He's a playoff driver, and Keith Miller as well. All these guys right up on the front, trying to get a jump over the other competitors. Kyle Mays in the 55. He's a playoff driver. Currently sits in 11th position. Eddie Morris is a playoff driver, battling side by side with the 55 and trying to get that outside lane running. He's in the 8 car, Eddie Morris. Logan Hagerman in 9th. Another playoff driver. Everybody's right there in contention. Josh Hall, he's back there in 18th. Just trying to stay with the draft. These guys all passing to 66. James Kunkel's led them all so far. That number 48 Goodwrench Ford Mustang. Colin Wills pokes a nose out, but he's going to maintain his position in second down on that inside line. You see these guys kind of stretching out a little bit. Trying to get the outside lane working. It's just not working right now. Guys doing their best back there, but to no avail. They are right door to door with Mark Shavers in the bottom lane. Let's do a little thing I like to call turn up the volume. Two lap cars, they all go to the outside. That's Regal and Brennan. Cody Moore continuing to try and get that outside line to work, trying to get some guys to work with him. He was on the outside pole, currently 16th. And there is a caution, the 65, who was a lap downs involved. Let's take a look. Eddie Morris was trying to go around. He was a little bit slower, but the 8 tries to go to the middle lane, and there just wasn't room there. 65 as a lap car should have given more room and been up closer to the outside wall. Just no room for the 8 to go to the inside of the 65. Cody Moore and Will Witt may have gotten a little damage. We'll see if Will Witt got more. He went sliding through the infield. He's able to save it. Not much damage for the 35. Some right front damage for the 52, though. These guys have been out there, some of the top guys, for 23 laps, so they're going to be close on fuel if they pit here. They're all going to have to pit here, but from here they may be able to go the distance if they save enough fuel. If we have a green flag run to the checkered. And everyone down the pit lane. As we reach halfway right here. No fast repair for the 52. He'll just try and take as much damage to repair as he can here. It looks like he's going to be quick off the pit lane. Everyone taking a set of tires. Cameron Austin first off the pit lane. Eddie Morris right behind him. He's coming around. Those guys pitted and took fast repairs, I do believe. James Kunkel in the 48. There he goes. Cameron Austin choosing to come in now. He had stayed out, so that'll put James Kunkel back in the lead. Kunkel has led almost every single lap. I think Cameron may have led that last lap by staying out. Other than that, it's been all James Kunkel tonight, number 48. Guys choosing to come back top off: Logan Hagerman, Devin Bacino, Cameron Austin, TJ Floyd, Josh Hall, all coming in and topping off with fuel. So the fuel going to be very close. James Kunkel out front. Not sure if he's going to have enough to make it, but we'll see. when you're the leader and you're not drafting, you're burning a lot more fuel than everyone else. Usually by the end of the fuel run, that makes up about 2 laps. So we'll see if James Kunkel's able to make it to the finish, then everyone should be able to make it. We're getting ready to go green. Green flag. '27 already to the inside. He's trying to get up there to that second spot. That's going to leave Todd Mays with nobody to help him. He's trying to get the side draft. He's right down on these guys. Few cars now up in the outside lane. Todd Mays gets loose though, drops to the bottom. Will Witt trying to make it work. He's third in the outside line. Colin Williams been second for most of this race. Now he's dropped back into the 8th spot. Trying to work his way back forward. Outside lane now gaining some traction. The 46 of Zach McBride. He's the leader on the outside line. And this is what we need for competitive racing here at Daytona. And you see these cars wiggling all down the backstretch when they get shoved from the car behind. Big bumps from the 29 of Lugo Vickery as Zach McBride pushes it into the lead for a second. Now he's back out front. Right down on the fender of the 48. Now he's going to get stuck in the middle. He can't make it to the bottom. Kunkel down below the yellow line, but it was kind of forced down there. McBride's able to get back into the lead on the outside line. He is right down on the door of the 48. This is the most action that James Kunkel's seen all night long. He's been out front by himself most of the night. Now McBride's going to clear the 48. Outside line finding its momentum now. You see Colin Williams jumps up there. Lugo Vickery now door to door for the lead with the 46. When these guys see Will Witt jump into that outside lane, we've seen him be so good all season. He's won multiple races here in the Pelican Snowball Superspeedway Series. When people see him jump to that outside line, people know it's time to go. This is the guy I want to go with, and now he is the leader in the outside line. James Kunkel, who's led most of this race, is now getting passed by multiple cars in the outside line as they have finally found the momentum. Witt with a side draft off the 46. Pulls him back a little bit. He's doing his best to get, you see him get down on the door of the 46 to try and pull that 46 backwards. You've really got to have a strong pusher in second. The 77 not close enough to the bumper, I believe, is what's slowing down that outside line. They've got help, but really losing the momentum. It could be that Will Witt's car has some damage. We'll see if anybody jumps up in front of these guys. Will Witt, one incredible pusher, but now everyone just abandoning the 35 and heading down to the inside line. So now we're back single file, but Lugo Vickery and Zach McBride they're your winners in that exchange, as they'll be first and second. They get around the dominant number 48, James Kunkel. Single file in the top 11. This may have been a big benefit to James Kunkel, as being the leader, like I said earlier, really you use more fuel, so this may have been a saving grace by him losing the lead. I believe he had already led half the race, so he's probably already led the most laps. Colin Willems now trying to revive what's really become a dead outside line. The 52 doing his best to give him a push, but the inside line just so strong. If you don't have numbers, you've got to have even numbers to even have a chance on that outside line. Nothing working right now. Will Witt, Colin Willems, Cody Moore are just not able to go forward. Those guys were up there battling for the lead not long ago. Dean Qualley now trying the outside line. TJ Floyd jumps up. They squeeze him in the middle again, but Will Witt chooses to go with the 49 of Floyd instead of the 99 of Dean Qualley. And that absolutely kills their momentum. As they end up going 3 wide, they'll all go back down to the bottom line. But Dean Qualley, he'll have to drop to the end of the line. That'll put him 17th spot. Lugo Vickery continues to lead. Zach McBride in second. James Kunkel trying to figure out how he's going to get back around the 2 cars that have gotten to the lead. And the 52 may have dropped off the draft. He's got some front damage, nobody to really help him. You see there on the right front, hood damage, right front fender damage. And that's like a parachute on these cars. And when you're the lead car, it makes it very difficult to keep up. And as you see, he is fading a little further each lap. Trying his best. We just fading further back. I don't think he's going to be able to catch back up without a caution. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it, but up front, James Kunkel still in the 3rd spot. Lugo Vickery in the lead. Zach McBride second. Steve Loving having a great showing tonight in 4th. Top 4 trying to get distance on the rest of the field. The way these cars draft, you get in single file, sometimes you'll see these guys stretch out a little bit, and then the rest of the pack will catch back up. And right now you're seeing the top 3 kind of pull away. Now everyone beginning to reel them back in. Colin Willems has moved up to 8th on the high line, trying to get it done. They're starting to get numbers up there. Cody Moore was able to catch the draft back. These guys starting to pull up a little bit. Now up to 7th is Willems. Door to door for 6th. Todd Mays thinks about going up there. Is not able to do it. Now the outside lane pulling up even to 5th spot. There goes James Kunkel. He's led so many laps. Now he chooses the outside line. Wants to be the leader in that outside line and get back into 1st spot. '17 of Colin Willems giving a big push to the 48 of James Kunkel as they come off the corner. We're down to the final 10 laps. Kunkel now with a nose up front. Can he get down to the inside lane? They'll have the momentum off the corner. Kunkel out front now. Willems with the nose out to be in 2nd. Will the 48 move to the bottom? He does choose to go to the inside. Lugo Vickery gonna have to give a big push to the 48 to keep that bottom line the dominant line. But right now, Colin Willems in the lead. He'll lead the lap. Will Witt, a great pusher. We know the 35's got some damage on the rear. The 49 with some front end damage. The 52 with front end damage. So once this 17 drops down, we may see this outside line dissolve once again, as a lot of these cars in the outside lane have damage. Right now we're seeing Willems stay up in the outside line. Now they both drop to the bottom. He takes Will Witt with him. These guys, Will Witt just a few laps ago had gotten to the lead in the outside lane. And now we're seeing TJ Floyd with front end damage just like a parachute, and that outside line is gone. 8 laps to go. They're going to need somebody from this inside lane to jump up and help. And you see just how much damage he's got. Everyone now abandoning him again. We'll see who can get the outside lane going, as the guy who was a proponent of that outside line and moving forward was Will Witt, who has now pulled into the 2nd position behind Colin Willems. These guys have been out there for 18 laps, 8 laps to go. The question is, can these guys make it to the finish? We know that they were saving fuel pretty heavy. Under caution, some of these guys topped off and have about 2 extra laps of fuel towards the back of the pack. They're going to have to make it 26 laps to get to the end. Not sure if they're going to have enough. We're going to find out. Once again, another single file line. No one really able to make a move. James Kunkel did a brilliant job of getting back around Lugo Vickery and Zach McBride, but Colin Willems and Will Witt, these guys, so good at the super speedways. They power right around. Haven't been up here. Well, the 17's been in second for a lot of this race, but dropped to the back. Will Witt, we haven't seen him anywhere other than driving through the grass multiple times tonight. But, you know, you don't become the regular season champion by accident. And Will Witt drives his way up to the top two here in the closing stages. 5 laps to go. Trying to get some air on the nose of the 35. Colin Willems still out front. Nobody making a move right now. Everyone's staying single file. So everyone seems to be content where they are, as we are getting right down to the end. Nobody showing signs of pitting yet. Everyone must believe that they are able to make it to the finish. These top few are actually putting a little distance on 7th on back, top 6. Final 3 laps. Colin Willems out front, Will Witt second. Who's going to make a move? We know James Kunkel, he's one that may try and make it, but the thing is, who's going to go with him? The name of the game here at Daytona is strength in numbers. That outside lane doesn't work with just a couple of cars. They're going to need 5, 6, 7 to go with him. Someone's going to have to be the leader and step out and go first, as we're down to just 2 to go. We've got a couple guys. TJ Floyd, who was up front, he's dropped back 16th. He's lost the draft with Dean Qualley. Here he comes. And now TJ Floyd into the outside wall as he's trying to get out of the way. A difficult night for TJ Floyd. These guys running at such a pace right now. No one able to get to the outside. Colin Willems blinks out for a second. William Walter with the 5th in second as we're coming down to the white flag. Someone's going to have to make a move. A few guys tried the outside lane and they drop back. We'll see. Will Witt make a move here on the last lap? White flag here at Daytona. Colin Willems out front. Kunkel makes a look to the outside, but there's nobody there to go with him. These top 3 have pulled away. And Will Witt with some issues. He may be out of fuel. Will Witt looks like he's out of fuel. Will anyone else run out of gas? The 17's out of gas. Colin Willems slows down. The 29's tags him in the rear. Who can get around him? Everyone crashing behind the 17, who I'm pretty sure is out of fuel. Cars flipping everywhere. Colin Willems will take the win. Kyle Mays in second. Devin Bacino going to finish in third. Todd Mays 4th. Cameron Austin comes home 5th. And you see Colin Willems out of fuel. Try and get our view reset here as we go back and we look just when he started to run out. This is coming down the backstretch. You see that you hear that that's Will Witt running out of gas. As they go into the corner, Willems, he moved up to the outside. I thought he was out of fuel here. Gets turned. One heck of a save from Willems. And he did not run out of fuel. He actually started, he was running out as he crossed the line. Man, incredible finish. And no burnouts tonight. Colin Willems going to be your winner. What a finish. Let's go back one more time and try and get a look. At that last lap. There Will Witt run out of gas on the backstretch, half a lap short. That just killed the momentum of the 17. Trying to block. He comes down into the 29. One heck of a save from the 17. The 29 comes back up the track into the 46. James Kunkel involved too. Such a dominant night for the 48. Ends in ruin. He goes spinning into the infield. These guys all go sideways. Josh Hall goes flipping. Pacino drives through him. And right there at the line, man, the 68 of Pacino gets around the 25. Right at the line. All right, so let's see if we can get a word from our top finishers tonight. In third spot, we've got Devin Bacino. See if we get a word with Devin. Hey, Devin, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing, brother?
Hey, doing good, man. A wild race out there tonight. Come down to fuel mileage, but you were able to make it and drive through that incredible wreck there at the end as Josh Hall's flipping across your nose. You drive through him, and you come home third, just passing Todd Mays at the line. What did it look like to you out there tonight, Devin?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it sweet on the package. I'm not a huge fan of the Cup package. It is so difficult. I know it's realistic, but it's just so tough to pass out there, man. It was a lot of single file, which can get frustrating, but I get it. You got to do it to get to the end. I wanted to jump up to the top with Colin there when he made that push to the front, but we were about a lap short, so I knew if I was leading the outside line, there's no way I could run 75% throttle and save enough. And then coming out of 4, I saw him block, so I put my car to the wall because I was getting ready to just cut it right to the apron once I saw smoke, but they held it until out of 4, and then I was racing with the intensity guys, so I saw Josh flipping, and I just tried to knock him across the start-finish line. He got 6, and we somehow have an interview tonight. I couldn't tell you how, Dakota.
Man, you and Todd Mays hit doors right at the line. I think you probably beat him by 3 feet. That was an incredible finish, but you're definitely right on the package for the Cup cars. It's hard to drive. It's hard to pass. It's also kind of hard to broadcast.
I don't blame you. I would not be able to do what you were doing tonight because it was that's one of the more boring league races I've done. It was just so much single file, man. You couldn't get anything coming to, and we were riding pretty much 8th and 9th and 10th all night, and it's tough. They need to work on the Cup package for sure. The side draft's cool, but it's so overpowering that it makes it really tough.
Yeah, it seems like you just had to have numbers, a lot of cars in the outside lane to even have a chance.
Yeah, and it's tough on that top lane because if you have a wreck, I like running the bottom because if you have a wreck and you're up top, you have nowhere to go, whereas you can put it on the apron if you're on the bottom. So I had a difficult time jumping up there. Didn't want to waste the quick repair. So.
Yeah, totally agree. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, Devin?
I'd like to thank you guys for spending your night doing this, Dakota. Everyone at Throttle Up. No regular sponsors on the car. We were running a throwback to Brad Keselowski's 2014 Kentucky win with the Stars and Stripes. Big fan of that scheme for your favorite driver. Paint scheme tonight. Didn't have time to make one, but yeah, thank you guys for putting us on, letting us do this every Thursday.
Absolutely. Well, have a good night, Devin. Great finish.
Take care, brother. Thank you.
That was Devin Bacino, third place finisher. Let's get a word from Kyle Mays in the 55. Finished second tonight. Hey, Kyle, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, great finish. You come home second. A lot of single file racing out there tonight, but the end come down to fuel mileage. How were you able to save enough and make it to the end? What did you think when the 35 ran out of gas on the backstretch?
Well, I thought that we were all going to have I was like almost 2 laps to the good, so I thought we were going to all make it. He started running out. I thought, well, there might be 2 or 3 more run out because I knew they were wide open going up through there on the outside, but it's just different racing. That was a different race there.
Yeah, it definitely was. Colin Willems actually run out coming across the line, so a lot of guys very close. What did your night look like as a whole? We didn't see you right up front for a lot of the night, but you come home second.
Yeah, I qualified 6th, I believe, and on that on the first start there, the outside line didn't go, and then I think Sylvan, I don't know if somebody got into him or something, he wrecked, and I thought I might have brushed the wall there, so I come in to make sure I didn't have damage. I had to start in the back. It was just hard to get back up through there to the very end.
Well, who were you doing your throwback scheme to tonight?
I got here late. I just run my regular scheme that Stephen Black had painted up for me.
It looked like an Ace Hardware scheme.
Yeah, it was an Ace Hardware scheme.
Cool. Well, it was a good looking car either way. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, Kyle?
I just want to thank Dylan and this Pelican Snowball series for somewhere to race on Thursday. It's a pretty good little series he's got going here. He's doing a good job too.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yep.
Good job, Kyle. We'll be talking to you again soon, I'm sure.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. And now to the man of the hour, Colin Willems. Let's see what he's got to say. Hey, Colin, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy. How are you?
Hey, doing good. We're getting to talk to you again. You're up here. You was run second for a lot of the race, and you ended up dropping back to the back of the field, and then you and Will Witt just power your way around the outside. Nobody was able to really get the outside working all night except for you and Will Witt. And you drive by the whole field, get to the lead. He runs out of gas on the backstretch. At that point, did you think you were going to be able to make it to the line?
I knew it was going to be close. I actually ran out maybe 50 feet before the line. But yeah, no, that running that outside with Will, I mean, we had tried it for probably 5 or 6 laps and just couldn't get it going. And then, you know, that one run, everything clicked. And yeah, we went hard around that outside. That was a lot of fun.
And you come through 3 and 4, and man, just all chaos breaks loose. You make one heck of a save. You're completely sideways. You get it straightened back out and get it across the line, and just in your rearview mirror, it's just chaos everywhere. What were you thinking there as you were trying to save that race car?
Well, yeah, heading into that on the backstretch when Will ran out and pulled off to the inside, I knew that was going to give the car behind him a big run. So I was just trying to do my best to match the line he was taking into the corner. And then he gave me a bit of a bump, which turned me down just a little bit. Not out of control or nothing. And then I saw a run on the inside line. They were coming faster than I thought. I thought I'd be able to get back down onto that inside and maybe take a little bump. You know, it was a pretty aggressive block, but, you know, I hate it for the guys that got caught up after the fact. But, you know, it's tough with these races with all the single file racing. You know, you've got a chance to win. And, you know, if you don't go low there, you're probably going to fall back to 8th or 9th before you get to the line. So.
Yeah, no doubt. With such an emphasis on winning, you just got to do what you got to do. Well, they say all's well that ends well, and a long single file race, but man, one heck of a finish with drama on the fuel strategy, a big crash. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, Colin?
Yeah, as always, Dakota, I want to thank you for a terrific broadcast. Dylan Redding, Pelican Snowballs. I want to thank everyone who was working with me tonight: James Kunkel, Cody Moore, Will Witt, Nick Mather. You know, couldn't have done it without especially Will, and my wife Cassie as well.
Absolutely. Well, great job, Colin. We've talked to you before. I'm sure we'll be talking to you again in the next 4 weeks.
I appreciate it, buddy. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. And that's your winner, Colin Willems. And, man, what a great race. A lot of single file racing, but, you know, that caution comes out right in the middle of the race. These guys have got to save fuel for the remainder of the race. And it comes down to just a wild last lap. Cars running out of gas. Cars spinning left and right. You got Josh Hall flipping down the front stretch. Just an incredible last lap here on the Pelican Snowball Superspeedway Series. We'll be back with you Sunday night for the Southern Excitement Racing League. Saturday night, the trucks are off this week, so we won't be going live Saturday night. We'll be back Sunday night. Appreciate everybody for stopping by and hanging out with us. Great job to Colin Willems, Kyle Mays, and Devin Bacino on your top 3 finishes. And we will see everyone next time.